Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. So, why hasn't the price of XRP taken off? We're in a bull market. We're seeing all sorts of altcoins continue to increase in terms of price. Not all of them, and then we're not in alt season yet. But even so, the market's been looking pretty hot lately. Bitcoin's been on a tear, obviously. So what's going on with XRP? Well, that's what I want to talk about today because I think that a lot of people don't understand sufficiently just how much patience is required in this market. And so I want to talk because I think there's a lot of people that are, in my humble opinion, a little bit worried when they don't need to necessarily. I mean, look, let me parse my own words here. Holding any cryptocurrency is risky. Holding XRP is more risky than it was before the SEC started going after Ripple, but it's early in the game here, frankly. And I still see that XRP is moving in tandem with the market. So lots to talk about here. I do want to be clear that I don't have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and so you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast. I think it's fun to talk about these things, and I make YouTube videos as a hobby, but that is indeed all that it is. All right, so as I'm recording this, XRP is at 28.8 cents. Bitcoin's at $36,804, and the market cap for the asset class, God, I love saying this, it's over $1 trillion. Look at this. $1,043 billion. I'm just going to round it there. Bitcoin dominance declining lately, down to 65.63%. How about those Spark tokens too? Yeah, those things are still getting traded on BitTrue. This is the only market in the entire world that's actually trading it. And these are IOU placeholders, but still, it's getting traded. And it's currently worth a little over 16 cents. And so I wouldn't have any Spark tokens. And mind you, I haven't claimed mine, and again, they're not going to be released until probably second quarter, frankly, of this year. But my Spark token, when I get it, it's because what I get, it'll be because I purchase XRP. So when I consider what my XRP is worth, it's kind of fun to throw whatever the monetary value of this is right on top of it because I wouldn't have one without the other. Let's take a look at this tweet. It's from somebody named Torre Cortan. Wrote, just for perspective, it took Tesla almost 10 years to go parabolic. If XRP was dead, it would have already died. Sometimes the greatest opportunities, just like Bitcoin for early adopters, come with the greatest of patience. Can't wait. Go casino for a quick fix. And so here's the chart that you have. And indeed, that's one hell of a freaking chart. And so there's never any guarantee that anything's going to pop off. But, for those that are convinced that they're right and have conviction, sometimes things can start to look like that. Like, that looks like a damn crypto chart, does it not? It seriously does here. And so I was watching a video earlier today from my fellow XRP YouTuber, the Blockchain Backer. And he was sharing in great detail something that I've been insisting upon for years, the entire time I've been running this YouTube channel, certainly, which is that although XRP is correlated to Bitcoin, so it does follow the market, I've been saying that XRP out of the top 10 cryptocurrency is typically the least correlated to Bitcoin. And this is a very important thing to understand. And so if you zoom out on a chart, you can see, just pick a span over years and years and years and years, you can see that XRP absolutely is moving in tandem with Bitcoin. But if you zoom down to a shorter time frame, like a month or a week or a quarter, sometimes half a year, it looks like it's not moving in tandem at all, but it is. It is the whole time. It always has been, and it will indefinitely until, I believe, until this market matures and cryptocurrencies are sufficiently valued based on their own merits. You're just going to see this. And I don't know how long it's going to take for that to happen, but there are like over 7,000 cryptocurrencies on the planet. Way too many. You don't need a new form of money for every new business idea, but that's what it looks like right now. And so I would tell you, if you want to see the specifics broken down, the Blockchain Backer, he actually was zooming in and showing you on a chart. If you want to see the specifics, you don't have to just take my word for it. I know what I'm saying is true, but if you want to see the specifics, hop on over to his video from today and you can actually see exactly how it works. And so Bitcoin leads the market. XRP typically will trade sideways, while other altcoins start running up first, and then XRP inevitably follows. And so my favorite, most extreme example of this is that consider in January of 2017, when the market cycle was really starting to ramp up, XRP was worth about half a penny. A few months later, it did ramp up to over 40 cents. That was a crazy increase. It go from about half a penny to over 40 cents, and then it cratered back down. And so from, let's just say, May towards maybe mid-December of 2017, after it went down from that 40-cent region, it mostly was trading sideways. You could have found it anywhere from like 15, 20, 25 cents, somewhere thereabout. That's a rough estimate. You can go look at the chart and see what it specifically looked like. But my point is, while Bitcoin was taking off, XRP just traded sideways that whole damn time. And then a bunch of other altcoins ahead of XRP just took off. Alt season. There two different alt seasons. There's one during the summer, and then another one later in the year. And so a lot of people are freaking out. They're like, what's with the XRP? It's like you're poking it with a stick. It's like, come on, do something. But the truth is, if you were patient and you held your XRP, then you would find out that at roughly mid-December, in a matter of weeks, it ran from 20-something cents to almost $4. And so my point in saying this is alt season hasn't even started yet. It hasn't even started, right? And so with the scary news of the SEC, and I'm happy to acknowledge, well, happy is the wrong word, certainly willing to acknowledge that it's riskier to hold XRP. Look, the people that wanted out, because admittedly it is more risky now, they got out. But it's still moving in tandem with the market to this point. There's no evidence that it's not. And if it loses additional positions in terms of market cap, it doesn't mean that it's not still moving in tandem with the market cap. I still believe that there are enough people that are supporting this thing that it's gonna, like, at some point it'll start creeping back up because people like me continue to hold, and there are others out there the world over that are purchasing it at this point. And as soon as, it becomes a notable green candle, like, people are going to pick up on that, and they're going to do what they always do. They're going to chase green candles because people are stupid and emotionally buy and sell. So, like, that's what's going to happen. Again, not financial advice. I'm just sharing with you what I personally believe is likely to happen. Having been in this space for over 3 years at this point. It's my unprofessional opinion, but this is the type of behavior that I continue to see. And if S-word coins are pumping, and they are, you're telling me XRP, number today, 5 in market, it is 5, right? Yeah, it's still 5. Okay, number 5 in market cap today. So it's not going to pump, but everything else is. No. And look, I already mentioned, even before the scary SEC news, I've been saying for some time, you guys just wait. I've been saying, wait until we hit the bull market. Wait until alt season begins and altcoins take off and XRP lags behind, because if history repeats itself, and it frequently does here in crypto, that would mean that what we're seeing happen right now was going to happen regardless of whether or not there was this scary news with the SEC. It's just lagging behind. That's all it is to this point. And then on top of that, the other bet that I'm making here is that we will have regulatory clarity around XRP at some point, hopefully within the next half a year. Attorney John Deaton, I mentioned this in a couple of recent videos, but he thinks if there's going to be a settlement between Ripple and the SEC, it'll be within the next 6 months. And so if that's the case, who knows when it would be, but if that happens, like the day that happens, I think that thing's going to rocket. I don't know to what degree. I would expect a pump. I really would. And it's going to be interesting because in the United States anyway, it's going to be a lot harder to purchase. There are only 3 cryptocurrency exchanges I'm aware of you can purchase XRP today anyway in the United States, and it would be Uphold, GateHub, and BitTrue. Those are the only 3 I'm aware of. If there are others, let me know, and I'll be happy to talk about them as well. And then in the meantime, it is scary too, because like, what if the SEC goes after these exchanges and they capitulate and they're like, okay, then they remove XRP. So there's additional risk. I'm acknowledging that. What if we lost our off ramps? Well, it's a risk that we need to acknowledge, and I don't want to pretend like it doesn't exist, but it's not changing my behavior. I'm still going to continue to hold my XRP here. Take a look at this too. On January 3rd, chart analyst Credible Crypto tweeted out the following: expectations XRP. And there was this chart. I shared this back when he put it out. And it indicates that he was thinking XRP was on its way to 46 cents. And why is that? Well, because XRP again is still moving in tandem with the market, albeit at a lower level than it would be. Look, if all these other people didn't exit, XRP would still be moving in tandem with the market, but at a higher level, because there would have been more people that had confidence to hold it. But it's still moving together with the rest of the market. Because look, if everything else continues to take off, at some point there will be enough people where if XRP trades sideways enough, they're like, man, that XRP thing, that's starting to look pretty damn cheap relative to everything else in the asset class. And that's what always freaking happens. And then it takes off. Now today, Credible Crypto retweeted his January 3rd tweet and wrote, "Took a bit longer than expected, but doesn't really get much cleaner than this." And he is extremely confident that we are about to see it jump up to that 46-cent range. And so that this is the brand new tweet from today. Just like he put this out 40 minutes ago, right? Interesting. Here's another tweet he put out that I just found fascinating and I wanted to share. A reminder, we are in a bull run. Don't sell yourself short. And that in itself was a retweet of something he put out on November 10th, 2020. And he's talking about a cryptocurrency called SHOP. I'm not familiar, doesn't matter, can still make the point. So here's what he wrote November 10th. "If I had held the SHOP that I bought in 2017 till today, it would be worth over $6 million right now. I sold my position for $40,000. Don't make the same mistake with your crypto. HODL." And I indeed have a long-term mindset. And so in 2017, I bought a bunch of different cryptocurrencies, frankly, and I still have them. And some of them may never end up being worth anything, but some of them are worth a lot more, even after the boom and bust cycle. And so I'm just a long-term guy. I figured the ones that are hits, they might be really big hits. And there's been a certain amount of truth to that. I really want to see what happens during this next market cycle. And I'm going to be going on an altcoin shopping spree in the coming days. I'm going to be buying all sorts of different stuff. My XRP bags are packed, so I'm not purchasing more XRP. I want to diversify further. And there are a bunch of coins that I am eyeballing right now. So maybe once I'm done, I'll talk a little bit more about that. But even for example, Chainlink, I mentioned this once or twice on the channel before, but in late 2017, I bought Chainlink. And it must have been somewhere around 25 cents or so when I purchased it. And it just recently hit its all-time high of, what is it now? Well, this isn't the all-time high, but this is where it is now, $21.82. I paid a quarter for it. And it's just like, this is the way that I'm choosing. I'm not telling you to do this or not do this. I'm just saying, like, when I entered the world of crypto, I was like, no, I'm long-term. I'm seriously, I'm going to hold this through some of these, probably through multiple market cycles. And that's going to be the case with Chainlink. Now, with the cryptocurrencies that I'm going to be purchasing in the coming days, I do intend to unload, once they pop, which I think is inevitable because we're going to hit an alt season. I personally, even once that happens, assuming it does, I'll probably just sell all of it, not all at once, maybe just like a dollar cost average and kind of sell along the way. Then when XRP goes up, which I think it's going to happen, there is no guarantee. And that's why I keep saying it's not financial advice. It's not some sort of guarantee, but if it does go the way that I think it will, I'll unload, a big chunk of my XRP, but I'll never sell all of it. I'm going to continue to be long. And you can sell, like you can change your risk exposure to various assets, and it doesn't mean you're not long. But even if I sell most of my XRP, which might happen, as long as I see real world adoption, then I can still be long and do that. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here. I don't think that it's time to panic here. I think that a lot of people are, and so I think that XRP was going to trade sideways anyway for a longer time than these other top 10 cryptocurrencies. And I just think that people are going to be extra freaking out about that it's going to behave like that because of the SEC versus Ripple news. And I get it. And so that's why I just thought I'd share my 2 cents on this here. But even if XRP gets bumped down, which didn't really happen at the last cycle, like even if it goes down another 3 positions in market cap or out of the top 10, which I'm not predicting, but I'm just saying even if, well, it wouldn't have without the SEC news. It would have been at a higher level and then traded sideways. But now since it's at a lower level, if it continues to trade sideways for a prolonged period of time, it could happen. And I'm not going to freak out. Because the bet that I'm making is that we get regulatory clarity and this thing's going to pop. I also think it would, even without that, it's probably going to run up to some degree, even without that at some point during this alt season that's upcoming here. So I'm just not going to be freaking out because the short-term price action, in the end, it's not going to matter. Either I'm right about the direction this thing's going to go, in which case I don't care if it goes down another 10 or 15 cents, which is not something I think is going to happen. I'm just saying, even if it did, that wouldn't matter to me. I am here for the long haul. Either this is going to be worth zero or it's going to be worth a ton more than it is today. I don't think there's much room for a middle ground there, except for in the short term. So that's the way that I personally am looking at it here. And that's why, like, I'm not going to go through this article, but there was from the Daily Hodl, this piece titled "Prominent Analyst Says 3 Crypto Assets Will Follow Polkadot's Raging Rally and Surpass XRP." This comes from popular trader Michael Vandepop. He's not a fan of Ripple and XRP also, so like take this with a grain of salt, but it could happen. So he's talking about, what's he talking about? Outperforming XRP and ended up with a bigger market cap. He cited one of them was Chainlink. Where's the other ones? I think it was Litecoin and Cardano. I swear it's like right on the screen, and I'm just not seeing it. Well, yeah, Chainlink clearly was one of those. Oh yeah, here you go. Yeah, here's the tweet. Polkadot takes over spot 4 over XRP by market capitalization, just a matter of time before Cardano, Chainlink, and Litecoin surpass XRP too. And so I'm not sharing that to scare people because I don't know if he's right, but I'm just saying if he is, for me personally, it's not going to matter. It's not going to make me feel less certain about my XRP. Any concerns I've felt, like they are there, and XRP getting overtaken by market cap is not going to be a concern for me. It just is. It's not, because again, like I said, either this goes the way we think and hope it will, and that there's a settlement and there's regulatory certainty around XRP, in which case it pops, or maybe we ultimately have a problem. And in the meantime, still, like I feel so strongly that XRP is still moving in tandem with the market. And if you don't believe that XRP is moving in tandem with the market just because it's trading sideways while their stuff's going up, so you're telling me that your position is that there are over 7,000 cryptocurrencies and they all clearly move in tandem with the market, except XRP, which happens to be one of the few large cap coins in existence. But all the other 7,000 S-word coins out there, they're going to do it. I just don't buy it. No, that makes no damn sense. That don't make no damn sense to Moon Lambo. So there we go. That's my 2 cents. You can tell me what you think, but because I do love diversity of thought, and I know that even when I have strong beliefs about something, like I can't be right about everything, but I do feel everything I just shared, like very genuinely, I believe. So we'll just have to see what happens here, but would love to hear from you in the comments below. Do you share my opinion or part of my opinion? Do you think that I'm just completely wrong? Do you think I'm a hashtag idiot stick? Let me know in the comments below, but I'm going to wrap up here. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Lambo.